So I think then we can start with the next and maybe in industry. So yeah.
Yeah. So this in this session, in fact, next half an hour or so, we'll combine the two things. And one of the things I would like to know, in fact, I have also asked in the feedback form. Has the feedback form been given, Priyam?
So I think Preeti is releasing it right now.
Okay. Attendance form. Yeah. So feedback form will be given to you soon. In fact, we were waiting for all the sessions to be over so that you will be able to answer all the questions. I request all of you to fill the feedback form because that helps us uh, come up with good workshops. Okay, we ask you what you like, what you didn't like, whether a particular session is useful, not useful, things like that. Okay, and what is it you would like to see more of, and what is it the DWSIM team should do subsequently, things like that. So there are lots of questions we have asked. It will take about 10 minutes to answer them, but we request you to please spare the time and answer the questions. What I want to know is now that you have used DWSIM for 3 days, you've gone through this workshop, what will be your contribution? Is there any way you can help us in promoting DWSIM? Okay. So in fact, this session is called Promotion of DWSIM in Colleges. So let me put it this way. Supposing we want DWSIM to be used in a big way in colleges, in chemical engineering departments, what should we do? I want to know for people who are in the audience now, are you using any simulators right now in your undergraduate program or postgraduate program?
No, sir. Currently, we are only using Scilabs, and we found convenient using DWSM.
Okay. So Kushal, you're from Gujarat, is it?
No, sir. I am from Mumbai. My college is Datta Megi College of Engineering, Airoli.
You're from Datta Megi. Okay. Okay. So they don't, you don't use any simulator, any process simulator, right?
Not till now, but I think so. They have put it in course means the portion is revised. So new portion they have put some stimulating softwares.
But do you come under Mumbai University or are you autonomous?
No, sir. We come under Mumbai University.
So that means that this option is available for all colleges in Mumbai University.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be very good if you can do that. Any other inputs from anybody else? Is everybody exposed to a simulator of this type? Other people? So Kushal, what does your syllabus say? Any simulator is okay?
Yeah, any simulator is okay. Currently means in third year I have practiced Scilab. So in Python only common programming calculation is there, basic. And now they are saying that you can prefer any stimulator, not convenient to use paid version or anything like that.
Okay. So as far as the program at IIT Bombay is concerned, where I'm teaching, we have been using DWSIM for two courses. One is a lab course in which the students spend half the semester. And in one half the semester, we use DWSIM, and the other half, they learn OpenFOAM because that is on computational fluid dynamics. In the second course, there is a design. It's in fact a design project. It's a process design course, and DWSIM is used extensively. So this is the case in IIT Bombay. I want to know what it is in other places.
So in our college, we are this semester we are having a course which uses Aspen Plus.
Okay. So what do you do in this course?
So basically, sir, it's just the process simulation. Basically it's like a process plan simulation course, and over there, we have to model a different not parameters, but the process for a particular component. Let's say we are given case studies, and based upon the case studies, we have to formulate the flow sheets. The faculty formulates the flow sheets and teaches us how can we simulate that, and then we optimize the parameters and all. Like, we haven't gone into too much depth yet because the semester just started.
Okay. You're in the third year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then this will not be a process design course. Process design course is done only after all the courses are completed. So at IIT Bombay, we have this course in the 8th semester of the students, 4th year, final year, last semester. Right. In fact, let me just share with you.
Sir, in Mumbai University syllabus, they have given softwares for using CO, COO, DWSIM, Unisim, CWSIM, KimCAD, HYSYS, and Appen Plus, or any stimulator.
Okay. Any simulator. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just share my screen. So these are the chemicals that the students are actually in the process of producing. Okay, there are 24 chemicals. These are eight. So I'm in KM is myself. I'm in one of the 3 panels, and each group has 5 students. So we have totally 120 students, and each one has to produce phenol, come up with a complete. In fact, Professor Malik is in the 2nd panel, and then we have a 3rd panel. So this is something that each group spends a whole semester in doing this, and some of them are doing good work because these things involve reaction as well. Then they have to find the kinetics and so on. Some of the things that were done were released to DWSIM website. In fact, let me show you this. This is the FOSSEE website, flow sheeting project, completed flow sheets. So let me look for nitric acid. So this is the one. You can see the chemical engineering design project, Uday's dual pressure nitric acid process. So whatever design, so you can see that it gives a zip file. So let me download the zip file. Okay. So you have a process description, how it is done, and so on. Here it is. This talks about the reaction. What kind of reaction is taking place, and then cooler condenser, and so on and so forth. Some of these things are actually very difficult because some of these are heterogeneous catalysts, and getting the kinetics for that is difficult, but still they found out. And then they have a reactive absorption column. Maybe this is what is required for Maria, because they have modeled it as a normal absorption column followed by a series of reactors to model the actual absorption. That is because this may or may not be available. Maybe ChemSep column had some difficulty, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right. So this is what we do in IIT Bombay. I don't know. Let me just see. Actually, Luis asked that question, not Maria. Luis asked this question. Luisa asked this question. Maybe you would want to try that nitric acid, how we have modeled, the students have modeled the reactive absorption column. Okay. Naren, would you want to say what you do in Sastra? Then we can actually get some feedback of how people are using, and then whether it is possible to use DWSIM.
Yes. So that's what I just texted also. So maybe you can ask how people are doing it. Typically in an undergraduate chemical engineering course, there will be a project in the final year or the final semester. So maybe if that still involves a process development type of work, and then would like to know how they are doing it. I mean, are they using any simulation, any kind of simulation tools, or that is something like worth looking. Here at Shastra specifically, yes, we don't have all projects per se as like how you have put us in IIT Bombay. It's not a course, so people have a liberty to choose experimental projects and other types of project also. But certainly there will be a fraction of people, somewhere around 10 students, who will do a process development project. And as part of this process development project, they need to simulate. And in this simulation, we are also being using Aspen. I would not say that we are not using Aspen. We are also using Aspen. But what I would like to specifically tell is, when this pandemic struck, and this is again a good message, is this was like I'm talking about in February, March, the pandemic struck. The students were there in part of their 8th semester. So there were roughly about 10-15 students doing some process development project, have to do simulation. But then they could not access the license. They could not access license because they're all spread all over the southern part or all over the country, and we don't have a VPN enabled access also. And I am very sure not every institute will be able to provide or afford to the VPN network so that you can access the institutes or universities server, or you may not have even infrastructure. But initially, I would say, to be very honest, we thought it's okay. I mean, some other students, we said, okay, after probably April 15th, you can go back to university and then do that. April 15th became April 30, and then eventually it became May. And then students got into using this DWSIM, and they actually completed all the projects completely with DWSIM. Typically, before this COVID, the last 30 years, and how they do is, they do in Aspen, they do in DWSIM, they compare. Okay, and in that, maybe some people don't, because once they got used to DWSIM, once they got access to Aspen, some people still had an inertia because Aspen was more drag drop, more a kind of known software. So there was like an inertia of learning DWSIM. But especially when this pandemic struck, everybody learned. I would rather say they contributed also. They converted that process development as process flow sheets submitted to DWSIM FOSSEE also. So my message is, if they have known to use this DWSIM, then you really don't require to build a very great VPN-oriented network infrastructure, and one can always do that. I would also like to share one another thing. Because of learning this, there are students who are now in other companies or they are outside India, and they are actually taking part in the DWSIM internship opportunity, which I think IIT has floated as part of their abilities to equip themselves in process simulation tools. So both within the curriculum and outside the curriculum, I have seen students using it and getting benefited. That's what I would like to share. But what we would like to know from the other college students or faculty members is, do they have a final semester project or an year project or a course using process simulation or process development? If so, are they using any tools for that? Yeah, over to you, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, we have a project during last semester during at my college. I passed out 3 years before, but still this practice is there, and we have to simulate the whole flow sheet in any Aspen or HTRI or using any simulator as a part of our last semester training project. But we don't do a process development, but we have to go for a training at some plant, and we have to do a duplication of that in my form of project. Like if I'm going at Linde or at Tata Chemicals or somewhere else, then I have to do a duplication of that product as if I'm planting my own plant with change capacity, with having same properties. So for that, we have to submit it in a form of a simulated one. We can't go with a paper and pen flow sheet.
What
so for that we have
what college was this in?
DDIT, Dharamsir Desai University, Gujarat.
Nadia.
Yes, Nadia. So we also have one subject during our 7th semester, but it is not compulsory. It is elective one for learning the softwares. We were having very basics of that. So I knew very basics of Aspen Plus, HTRI, Fluent and all. We didn't go in depth, but yeah, we have that subject. So thank you.
So maybe is any faculty there from the team, or otherwise, I mean, the FOSSEE team can connect with them, and then we can try to have students start using this.
Sir, faculty who is teaching us, I can give you the contact of him because he is teaching us this subject. His name is Mihir Shah. He's looking after this subject last 4 to 5 years. So maybe you can contact him for this.
Yeah, I think you can just pass on the details to Professor Kannan and Priyam.
Okay, sure, I will at the end of this. Sure.
Yeah, so we have at IIT Bombay, previously it was not there, but because the research projects at the undergraduate level were not working properly, we in fact removed it and then made the research project optional. But in lieu of that, people can do a course. But this design is a compulsory course for all the 120 students. In fact, let me show you, because I handle 8 groups. Let me just take one of the groups and show a report that they submitted, just to get a feel for. So this is, let me just see, this is, so phenol from benzene and propylene, right? So look at this. This is PFD1 and all the stream data are there. Okay, benzene, propylene, cumene, so on. This is PFD2 and this is a reactor which they have, for which they got the kinetics, PFD2, PFD3, PFD4. Okay. And all worked out. First they had to do manually and then had to do this. They've done this using DWSIM. Okay, so this process design course is compulsory.
So sir, do they have design projects or?
Sorry?
Sorry, or they have to assimilate from an existing plant or a...
No, they have to, no. We tell them to build, imagine that they are going to put up their own plant. They are going to invest money. So several of them are several hundred kilotons per year, or some of them are a few million tons per year. They are supposed to locate the place, where to put it in India, if it is in India, where, or is it in Africa, Middle East, they can put anywhere. Okay. And where they will get the raw material, where they will get
proper process development project.
From scratch. Yeah.
From scratch.
From scratch.
Okay.
Yeah. And they have to do economic analysis. They have to do environmental assessment. Only thing this year we said was, because there is a shortage of time, we said heat integration is not required, but they have to do everything else. Okay, they have to calculate the payback period. And then of course there is a competition also. We, in fact, one of our former students who after this course, several years ago, I think this was maybe 40 years ago, he put up the plant that he designed as a part of this course. And of course he came from a business community. He put up a plant and he struggled for some time, but finally that process started working. And then, so he is very successful. And he has instituted an award for students who do well in this course. In fact, the nitric acid plant was done that way. They got the prize that year because they matched the plant data exactly. Okay.
Reports are available to industry people if they want at any point of time. This reports and
Bhavya, your voice is breaking.
College.
We are not able to hear you. Maybe you can just type it there. Okay. Thank you, Alpha.
So this might be a good idea even to ask for the lab courses
Hello.
that uses such simulation tools, sir.
Yeah, Bhavya, go ahead with your question. Actually, your voice is breaking. I think your connection is not very good. You can even put it in chat if you don't mind. Your voice doesn't come.
Sir, I am planning to execute an stimulated process of reducing plastic, means Teflon from plastic. So there are so much means not informative in. I cannot find a specific information in what we can say net and etc. So can you provide sites or link which have already done this or something like that?
No, actually, it is a difficult thing that you are asking, because the 24 chemicals that I showed you is based on information availability. We first have to check whether those chemicals are present in DWSIM or the simulators. Only then we choose those chemicals. In other words, otherwise it becomes very difficult for students. In other words, we don't ask the students, go and choose a project that will be very helpful to society, right?
Okay.
It may be
Okay.
helpful to the society, but what if the student cannot find the information?
Yeah, that's only I am lacking lack of information on internet and various sources that confuses our mind.
Yeah. So that is in fact the exercise that we do at the beginning, right? We do at the beginning. Yeah. To answer
Yes.
the question of how do I pronounce your name? Are you Bhavya or Bhavya? Bhavya, I assume it is Bhavya, so I cannot hear you.
Sir, it's yeah.
Bhavya, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Bhavya, that is what we are planning to do. In fact, in the future, we are. In fact, I have proposed to in my department that these project reports may be useful to industry and entrepreneurs. Okay, so we are definitely going in that direction. By the way, the feedback form is available. Preeti just posted on the forum. I request you
Yes, sir.
to answer that
Thank you.
form before you leave. As we are talking, it'll just take 10 minutes to answer all the questions. Please answer honestly, because it's going to help us improve the course in the future.
So apologies to interrupt, sir, but the form is showing an HTTPS error, I guess.
Is that right? 1 second. But you have to log in.
It is logged in, sir.
Login dashboard after you logged into our website. Preeti, can you just check? Yeah, we will just check and let you know. So if Abhishek, would you know whether this is used in VIT in the final year? You have a design project of this type?
So we do have it. Like currently, one of my seniors, like 3 of my seniors are also working upon this project only. Like they do use DWSIM. Like because of the Aspen, we cannot access the servers on the campus. So they were using DWSIM itself.
Okay. So would they? Can you ask them to submit their flow sheet to our DWSIM flow sheet page?
Sure, sir. Absolutely. I'll ask them.
Yeah, we'll be happy to host them also.
Sure, sir.
So I want to know from Miguel and Rafael whether you have a course like that, design course.
Well, in my case, I teach basic subjects like thermodynamics and material and energy balances. But I try to use or to introduce the students to use or to know the process simulators. And I begin to use with them the DWSIM. I think it's very interesting the results of the students, but I don't use to solve complex problems because they don't have enough knowledge, I think. But I think it's a good idea to use software with free access. And additionally, in my faculty, professors more high levels, they use several kind of softwares like MATLAB and Aspen Plus, and Professor Melo gets another different, well, another kind of software, but I think that he can talk about it.
So we'll ask Mr. Mello. You want to unmute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm teaching in the master degree program, process simulation, only in the master degree program. And it's my experience, and we are in the university working with Aviva process simulation and DICIM, and now we are working with DW SIM, but no is a general for us in the University of Veracruz. Only in the master degree program oriented to process design. Maybe Oscar wants to talk about, because he's the principal of the faculty. Is Oscar here?
Yes, Rafa, thank you. Dr. Canan, I appreciate the work done and the whole team. It was a great course and I will serve us a lot in education and research. And I think it was a great course. So I think that is necessary. I think for me that it's necessary to follow practice because it's a lot information and necessary for to investigation and teaching for our students. Please, thanks Dr. Canan by invitation at this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. So there is a question from David, who's saying that I'm carrying out cryogenic process of natural gas, I assume. With DWSIM, is it possible to determine contamination emissions? So I don't know whether Priyam can answer that question. You can certainly find out. Of course, you have to come up with the process, design the whole thing, and then find out what the emission is. It's all part of the process design course because you cannot let out directly. You need to process it and so on. I'm not sure. I was just thinking, Professor Camilos, did he ask a question that I'm supposed to answer? I could not understand. Sorry if I appeared rude.
Not for this moment. Thank you.
Thank you. How far is your university from, let's say, I know only a few places in Mexico because I visited Laredo, and then I came from Nuevo Laredo to Laredo in the year 1983. And then I took a train that took 26 hours to go to Mexico. And then we spent a few days. From there, we went to Acapulco, then came back to Mexico City. And then I think we took a bus, perhaps, back to Laredo. And then, so I know only these 3 places in Mexico. We tried to go once before that, the previous year, but we were not given visa, so we could not go. At that time, we were not going inside. But Mexico City, I went to because I wanted to extend my visa from the American consulate. So that's why I took that opportunity to visit Mexico City also, and Acapulco. So beautiful place in you have in Mexico.
Excellent.
Whenever you like.
Sorry?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hope to visit sometime, visit Mexico again sometime.
That's good.
We wait for you.
Thank you.
Professor Karen, I have another question. David says that we are interested in like as a research group at University of Veracruz. We are interested in study process related with the natural gas treatment, but we want to use access-free software like as DWSIM, but we are not experts in use that. So if we have problems with some process or unit operations, we can ask to you for to solve our doubts.
Yeah, good question. We also may not be experts, but if you have difficulty in using DWSIM, you know how to use the forum. You can ask the questions and we will try to answer.
So the forum.
Yeah, you can say that we try to do this. This distillation column is not working, not converging. This reactor is not working. What should I do? And then this is something that forum is something that we can use even after the workshop is over. And people can all use it of DWSIM. Of course, it is based on the spoken tutorial. You have to go through the spoken tutorial and say, at this point, I have this question.
Thank you.
That brings me to the next question. I had asked before,
Doctor,
can we get it dubbed? Can we get the spoken tutorials dubbed into Spanish? Will your students be interested in doing that? So that it can be used by more people, our DWSIM. And also the DWSIM can be used because all the spoken tutorials will become accessible to all your students. And that is one way to quickly learn.
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, doctor. Maybe the question is, we are working with a gas treating unit in Prodos from Naviva, working very well. But the module of amines in DWSIM is maybe we can find
amines.
Yes. For
yeah, we have to check. We have to ask Daniel. We have to. I'm not sure. Priyam, have we handled amines before?
No, sir. I haven't done that. I haven't done that, but maybe we'll have to check for that. Yeah.
We'll have to check because basically it's a thermodynamics that we need, or kinetics also. These are the two things. Yeah, we don't have any expertise because we don't have. So you are, I assume, working with a natural gas plant. You probably have a lot of natural gas available.
In the complex, we have the gas treating unit, the sulfur unit recovery, and the cryonic plant.
Okay.
We don't have any problem with Aspen Plus or Pro 2 from Aviva. But with DWSim, only with the gas fitting unit in the absorber section is the problem.
Okay. Yeah, until sometimes, unless you have that chemical, it is not possible. But then one has to look for that information from some other database or something. We'll be happy to help you with that. We'll be happy to also look for that information. And if you can find something, we'll definitely help you with so that you can use DWSim. Right.
Thank you.
Are you able to access the feedback form now? Some people had a problem in the past, a little while ago. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I would like you to fill the form before you go today, if possible. Just spare 10 minutes for us, and that will be very useful to us.
Sir, I have just one suggestion for spoken tutorials.
Yes, Kushal.
That we should you should update the videos to the latest version, because so much problems are being countered because of old version of spoken tutorials.
Agreed. Unfortunately, it takes almost 6 months for us to create spoken tutorials. By the time Daniel brings out 3 or 4 versions, okay? Daniel is very fast, and even before we finish the first version, it would have changed 3-4 times. Normally, it is easy to create spoken tutorials for a product that is well developed. For example, if you have to do it for Aspen Plus, it is a lot easier. But then we don't do this for commercial products. We do this only for open source software. So we are hoping that DWSim will stabilize soon and may not change too much. Then we can create tutorials once again. Because remember, the way we create tutorials, we do the novice check of the script. And do you remember that? Let me just open that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can see this, I don't know whether I have shared my screen. Not shared my screen. Yeah, your point is well taken, but we have a problem as far as pedagogy is concerned, because this is our pedagogy. Spoken tutorials are designed for self-learning through novice check of underlying script. So write a script. Can a beginner understand the script? And then, if not, improve it. Sometimes this loop, we go through this loop 20, 30 times before we come out of it. And then fortunately we come out and then we record a video using the script. And unfortunately, sometimes it takes a very long time to create the tutorial. Okay. That's why I'm saying that because of this novice check, it may take even, because we want a beginner to be able to understand it. Of course, one can ask, why do we need why do we want a beginner to understand? But then if a beginner doesn't understand, we cannot be conducting a workshop like this for more than 100 people simultaneously, right? In fact, last time when we conducted the workshop, that was a one-day workshop, we conducted it for, I think 165 people simultaneously. So that was a large number, and unless it is made suitable for self-learning. So for most of the things, it doesn't change. For example, Open Modelica is more or less stable. So we don't have to change the tutorial. C program, things like that. Yeah. Sorry, who said?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Kushal.
Sir, thank you for this tutorial. I was able to completely understand it and do it properly. I am hoping, sir, that I am aiming for OpenFOAM also course now.
OpenFOAM, please join. It is next week. All people who want to do computational fluid dynamics. So we have a very good team that is doing this. We have Professor Janani from Mechanical Engineering. So you may want to tell all your friends in Mechanical Engineering, whoever wants to learn computational fluid dynamics software, OpenFOAM. So this workshop is there starting next Thursday. And I think we close the registration probably on Tuesday. You may want them to join. Okay. We follow the same pattern, but this is through OpenFOAM spoken tutorials. OpenFOAM also doesn't change too much. So as a result, it is probably closer. You don't see a version mismatch. Here we are trying to match the version through the forum, but obviously at some point in time we have to redo the tutorials. We are waiting for this software to stabilize, then it becomes easier. Then we don't have to change it frequently. Is Professor Naren there?
Yes, sir.
So we are not discussing what you wanted us to discuss.
Okay, yeah, no issue.
Yeah.
Greetings, sir. This is Roshan from Shastra.
Yeah, Roshan.
Sir, actually, one guy before spoke about the updating the lecture videos with current that is the current DWSM 6.4.3. Instead of updating a video, you have columns like assignment, prerequisite, coder script, and similarly you can have what are the current updates being. For example, in 6.4.3, few things were being missing. Like they said, like these things are automatically recognized in the device itself, so you know what to go with. So you can have those points alone in the as a separate tab, so that whenever people want to type and get the answer, instead I can just check with the tab and I find okay, these things are updated, so cut out these steps from the tutorial and go and proceed with the rest. Is it possible to do something like that, sir?
Yeah, if we not possible, because it has to cater to different versions also of DWSim. There are people who are using older versions, and then we need to have these versions for modified tutorials for different versions, and then we also dub them in various languages. So there is a problem, right? It's actually a full-time work. It is easier if we say that we only request the users to go and check in the forum, right?
Yes, sir.
On the forum, we answer the question. It is the same thing, except that we ask you to check in the forum.
Okay, sir.
On the forum, we say that, yeah, this step can be skipped. So that is the pedagogy. It is a little more difficult because in order to do this, people need to have discipline, because people should ask a question in the forum, but nobody wants to ask a question in the forum. They want it in the chat only, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sorry, there is a question on the chat. Is there a way to simulate an industrial incinerator furnace in DWSim? I'm not sure. Priyam, have we simulated this?
No, sir.
That's what I thought.
Industrial, yeah, that's not. It doesn't come as a built-in unit operation.
In fact, it may be a good model for good project for a custom model.
Yes, I offered it even to one of the student, but he dropped out.
Okay. So Philip will be happy to help you in case you want to build a custom model for this. Did we do the custom model session? Was it yesterday afternoon, or did we skip it?
No, we did it yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Were they able to complete?
I think so, because there weren't any questions on that. So hopefully, at least they would have learned how to get started with it.
So yeah.
Sir, hello. This is Kunjan Patel here. Since you mentioned about custom modeling, I have one suggestion. So if you can upload 2 more videos, one custom modeling creation.
So
and,
we already have custom model. We already have how to create a custom model. Not only that, we have 11 custom models created by various students of ours. Right? I showed you that. Let me just.
Sorry. I just mixed up. I meant compound creation tool. Sorry. I just mixed up. If you can add one tutorial for compound creation tool and another for simulation using Cape Open Objects, then it can be easier for.
Yeah, please mention it. Please mention it in the feedback form.
Yeah, sir. Sure.
Yeah, I have asked you. What are the things we should do?
Right, sir.
Yeah, you can answer that. Yeah, we do have some of those in our mind.
Okay.
So Kunjan, sorry, Mr. Miguel. So just information. Kunjan, we already have the Cape Open object, that is ChemSep simulation, available as a tutorial. We'll work with the custom compound creation tool.
Okay, sir. Sir, okay, fine. I'll just check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, Professor Cabrera, please go ahead.
Thanks. Just additional comment. At the beginning of the session, I wanted to use the spoken tutorial related with the creation of a set, reaction set with multiple reactions, but it doesn't work, or it's not working. I don't know if you can check the problem.
Sorry, you wanted to create something, you said?
Reproduce the simulation. It's the tutorial number 20.
Tutorial number 20, yeah. So if something is not working, you have to ask a question in the forum. We'll be happy to help you. Yeah. Because we do monitor questions that are posted in the forum, questions that are not answered in the forum. We try to answer them on a regular basis. So that's how it happens. So it has been a long workshop, 3 days. We have come to the end of the workshop. Is there any other feedback anybody wants to say? Please do that. Please. Otherwise, you can also fill the feedback form. That is also okay with us. And then we hope to be in touch with you.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, for organizing this workshop. Like, it was a really very, very informational tool for like learning out a new software, which is a necessity these days for a chemical engineer at least. So like, thank you for organizing a workshop. Looking forward for the future workshops as well. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Naren, you have anything to add?
Just one request to all the second, third year students that they should use DWSIM as part of their learning. Yeah, and then contribute to flow sheets, and possibly it would be nice if all these students also come to the next level of pyramid, the third level at least now for the next year when the FOSSEE fellowship opens. So that means we should having all of these students pass on to compete in the FOSSEE internship program, rather I would say, or the FOSSEE fellowship program. So that would be my ending note. So this is just the first base level pyramid that you have told. So I think they should move on to now to the second and the third level.
Yes. Well, thank you. Is there anybody else? Madhulika, did you want to say something?
So I would like to thank them because I wanted to thank them. They gave very useful feedback for spoken tutorials also. So yes, we will try to see whatever we can incorporate and try to do whatever we can very best. So thank you.
Thank you. And Yash, did you want to say anything? Yash, are you around?
I don't think he's available, sir.
No problem. So what's the plan? Anybody else from FOSSEE is around? Anybody wants to give a vote of thanks?
So may I go ahead? Madhulika here.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who would want to say anything? Please go ahead, because otherwise we'll...
Hello.
Yeah. Thanks, Luis. Thanks, Miguel. Yeah. Yeah, DMCC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nikhil from DMCC.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you for this workshop and introducing us to this software. We are not aware of the DWSIM, but we are definitely going to use this software in our to support our plants as well as to enrich our knowledge as well. Thank you very much, sir.
One request I have, because we are training a lot of students on DWSIM.
Yes, sir.
Around the country. Please do, when you use them, you can always find people for internship and things like that, yes, who can come to your plant, validate your operating conditions and things like that. It will be a great service to the academia, and the academia also will help you in improving your productivity and things like that. it'll be a win-win kind of situation, because most other simulators are very expensive. Commercial simulators are very expensive.
Yes, yes, sir.
Whereas this is something that all of you can have your own copy of, and you can, even if you use a commercial simulator, you can develop a parallel solution using DWSim, and only the final run you have to run in the commercial simulator. So that way it is extremely useful, and we want you to encourage students in different colleges, to those who know this, those who are good in this this specialization, because process simulation is an area of expertise, and if you can recognize that and reward them means internship, and in case you have openings, job openings, look for those people. And in fact, in case you are looking for somebody, please let us know, because we are in know of people who are doing good work.
Sure, sir.
Because we know people who submit the flow sheets in a very short time, those who need a lot of help from us, things like that. So we know who they are. We'll be able to find some good people for you, and it is a good thing for them, because a lot of chemical engineers don't work in the core area. They end up going to IT companies, and often at the bottom of the pyramid, because they are not necessarily that good in programming, because that's not something they learn all the 4 years to study chemical engineering and end up as something else, which is then they have to start all over again. It'll be a great service if companies like yours can get people to do this kind of work. I know that there are limitations in the companies also, but up to whatever is possible, if companies come forward giving internship, giving jobs in the core area for chemical engineers, that'll be very good. We'll be happy to help you.
Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hello, Rajshri.
Yes, sir. I'm Rajshri and I'm from Shastra University. I just want to thank for the entire 3-day session. The whole 3 day has been a full loaded with knowledge, information, ideas, and everything like that. And thanks for the invited lectures, and all the invited lectures served me knowledges and new informations as well. And I am planning to do a DWSim flow sheeting project as well. Hope I will do it in next year or so, like that, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajshri. So there is a message. I want to thank everybody for your kind words. I want to thank Maria. I didn't realize that Maria is from Indonesia. We visited Indonesia. I visited Indonesia in the year 2000. And then, in fact, I was invited to conduct a course in IT Bandung. From there, went to Borobudur, and we went to Bali. And so we had a great time. So we are really happy that you could join, Maria. What do you do, Maria? You're a student, or you're working, or you're a faculty member? What do you do? You're from IT Bandung, faculty now. Fantastic. So happy to get to know you. Indonesia, very beautiful country. And then beautiful roads. And at that time, petrol was very cheap, diesel was very cheap. Maybe it is still that way, right? Yeah, we had a really good time. And then we also went to Borobudur and then Bali. And we were there for a whole week. Just like I spent a week in Mexico, I also spent a week in Indonesia. Really enjoyed our visit. So if there is Maria, do you want to say something? How do you plan to use DWSim in your course?
Hello, sir. Actually, I graduated from IT Bandung, but now I am teaching at another university in Jakarta. So, yeah, actually, I plan to teach thermodynamics using the DWSim. So, just to show the students simple like inlet stream and an outlet with maybe a compressor, and then compare different thermodynamics models. Yeah, just for simple things, but I think DWSIM can enhance their learning experience. Yeah.
It's very interesting. Thanks, Maria. I hope this workshop is useful to you. In fact, for other people who have not been to Indonesia, do you know how auto rickshaws are called in Indonesia? Auto rickshaws are called Bajaj.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because actually Bajaj is a company in India that makes this, and it says Bajaj on the autos. So it is called auto rickshaw. It is called Bajaj. So that I thought was very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm happy that you could all come in spite of your change in the time zone and so on. You're able to be with us. I hope that we tried our best. So if there is any shortcoming, please excuse us. We are trying to improve. Hopefully next time we'll do better. We have a workshop 1 week from now. We have 2 workshops. One is on how to do chemistry labs using software, because many students are not able to do the lab work. The other workshop is on computational fluid dynamics. And then we will follow it up with a workshop on Scilab. So these are all nice workshops done in a similar way, and possibly better match with the spoken tutorials in those labs. So with that, I would like to conclude, and I would want Madhulika to give a vote of thanks, and then let's be in touch. Thank you. And goodbye, amigos.
Thank you.